is the main suffering of narcissists when they lose their previous supply. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Today, we're delving into a topic that may leave some scratching their heads. Why do narcissists occasionally display acts of kindness or generosity? It's a puzzling question, but with narcissists, nothing is ever straightforward. So, why do they do it? Well, like everything else in their repertoire, it's all part of their strategic playbook. Today, we'll uncover the primary reason behind a narcissist's seemingly generous or helpful gestures, even though their intentions are far from sincere. If you're feeling perplexed, particularly if you're entwined with a narcissist, know that you're not alone. The truth is, the closer you are to them, the less they prioritize your well-being. So if you find yourself consistently receiving the short end of the stick while others bask in their favor, it could be a telltale sign you're dealing with a covert narcissist. But let's not waste any more time. Today, we'll explore 4 main reasons why narcissists display niceties, and believe me, it's all about what's in it for them. So grab a seat and let's embark on this journey together. It's essential to grasp that beneath the veneer of confidence, narcissists harbor deep-seated fears. Yes, you heard that correctly, fears. These fears strike at the core of their ego, leaving them vulnerable. And when confronted with these fears, narcissists will stop at nothing to evade them, whether it entails cutting off communication or orchestrating a smear campaign. They'll employ every tactic in their arsenal. So, what's their greatest dread, you wonder? Well, it's the daunting prospect of you walking away, of bidding farewell without a backward glance. That's their worst nightmare realized. Reflect on your experiences in a relationship with a narcissist. Recall how they desperately tried to prevent you from leaving, even after summoning the courage to walk away. They'd come crawling back, pleading for another chance. Why are they so petrified of your departure? Because to them, it's more than just you exiting the scene. It's an outright rejection, and that's something they simply can't handle. They crave your unwavering presence, regardless of the circumstances. So when you see through their facade and decide to depart, it's as if their entire world crumbles around them. Deep down, they're aware of the toxicity of their behavior, despite attempts to conceal it. This awareness is significant because it indicates that their actions aren't arbitrary, they're intentional, with a clear objective in mind. Let's take a moment to ponder how these individuals lure us into these relationships, subtly convincing us to remain even amidst turmoil. For narcissists, someone leaving signifies rejection, a glaring indication that they're no longer desired or needed. And that's a harsh reality for them to confront. They yearn for our steadfast companionship, even if they're incapable of fostering a healthy relationship. Hence, they'll employ every tactic imaginable to prevent our departure or to coax us back once we've walked away. But here's the twist. If we've inflicted what's termed a narcissistic injury, essentially, if we've wounded or exposed them in a significant manner, then reconciliation becomes inconceivable. They're too humiliated to entertain the notion of reconciliation. The prospect of failing to win us back terrifies them. In fact, it's not merely a fear, it's their ultimate dread, the fear that we'll see through their facade, opt to leave, and divulge their true nature to others. It's akin to opening Pandora's box for them, a total revelation and vulnerability. And here's the kicker. Narcissists thrive on the validation they receive from those in their orbit. If people start catching on to their true nature and unraveling their schemes, they won't be doling out the praise and admiration the narcissist so desperately craves. And let me tell you, that validation is their lifeblood. They simply cannot function without it. When someone decides to cut ties with a narcissist, it hits them right in the gut, big time. It's like reopening old wounds from their past, when they felt abandoned and emotionally neglected. Back then, they couldn't quite comprehend why it hurt so much, but boy, did it sting. That's why they go to great lengths to prevent you from leaving or seeing through their facade. It's akin to shining a spotlight on their deepest fears and past traumas, things they'd rather keep buried. They're fully aware of their actions, but they're trapped in a cycle they can't escape. Changing their behavior would mean not getting what they want, and that's simply not an option for them. Why fix something that's not broken, right? Having their needs met is everything to a narcissist. It's like the ultimate quest for acceptance, love, and attention they missed out on during their formative years. So naturally, they are fixated on ensuring those needs are fulfilled now. It's as if their entire world revolves around it. It might sound unbelievable that something so seemingly insignificant could have such a profound impact on them, but believe me, it's a big deal. That ache from their past, it's like a spectre haunting them into adulthood, driving every action they take. They're on an endless quest to fill that void, and it tinges every aspect of their existence. To truly unravel the mystery of narcissists, you've got to delve deep into the recesses of their minds. Their entire existence revolves around trying to fill these voids left from their childhood, like a hunger for acceptance, love, and attention. Every move they make is driven by this relentless quest to satisfy these fundamental needs. It might seem perplexing from an outsider's perspective, but trust me, it's pivotal in comprehending their behaviors. One thing that sends them into a tailspin is the fear of their exes exposing their true selves. They're terrified that someone will see through their facade and spill their secrets. Despite their anxiety, they can't seem to break free from their old patterns. It's as if their past holds them captive, puppeteering their actions as they chase after something they never received enough of in their formative years. Narcissists often appear as lost souls, drifting through life without a clear sense of identity. It's crucial to understand that they perceive the world through a completely different lens than the rest of us. Their reality is a distorted one, often shaped by their own unresolved traumas and insatiable ego. You might wonder why they persist in their repetitive behaviors, but for them, it's ingrained in their very being. Their actions are rooted in deep-seated wounds and traumas from their past. At their core, all they truly desire is for you to remain by their side indefinitely, showering them with unwavering love and admiration. But let's face it, reality isn't a fairy tale. Sometimes, you must recognize when to walk away, especially if staying only perpetuates harm rather than healing. For narcissists, facing rejection or abandonment is akin to reliving their worst nightmares from childhood. It dredges up those old wounds that never fully healed, casting a shadow over even the most mature of individuals. At the core of their every action lies a relentless pursuit of eliciting reactions from others and securing validation. It's as if they possess a meticulously crafted playbook, with each maneuver designed to manipulate and extract whatever they desire. And what they desire is rather straightforward. They crave the fulfillment of their every whim and fancy. Wrap your mind around this notion. Their entire strategy revolves around winning people over or ensnaring them in their web of deceit. Their approach is shrouded in illusion, adept at reflecting back whatever image they believe you wish to see, thereby distorting reality and leaving you questioning your own sanity. But why resort to such smoke and mirrors tactics? The answer lies in the fear of exposing their true selves. What if you reject them or see through their facade? They simply cannot bear the thought of such rejection. Thus, they opt for the safer route of projecting a false persona tailored to your expectations. Each interaction becomes a gamble for them, as they fervently hope to be perceived as nothing short of extraordinary. However, even the slightest hint of doubt triggers a flurry of efforts to ensure you see them in the light they wish to be seen. Delving beneath the surface, one begins to unravel the complexities of their behavior. It all stems from an ingrained dread of rejection, coupled with unmet childhood needs that continue to steer their actions well into adulthood. These unmet needs remain the driving force behind every move they make, shaping their interactions and relationships in profound ways. Narcissists are masters of adaptation, morphing their personas to mirror yours in a calculated effort to ensnare you. They target those with compassionate and patient dispositions, anticipating their loyalty through thick and thin. This ploy serves to forge a distorted bond where your kindness becomes their sustenance. They thrive on this dynamic like parasites at a feast, with your empathy fueling their vitality. To sever that connection is their greatest fear. They will go to any lengths to retain their hold on you, not out of genuine concern for you, but because you serve as their personal wellspring of power. When they return, pleading for another chance, it's not born out of a longing for your companionship as an individual. Instead, it's a calculated move to extract further benefits from you. In the eyes of narcissists, people are mere instruments, devoid of emotions and needs. Their focus lies solely on what they can extract from you, devoid of any empathy or genuine connection. Therefore, if you find yourself entangled with a narcissist, it's vital to recognize this truth. There's no hope for a miraculous transformation. They are entrenched in their ways, impervious to change through mere wishful thinking. Embracing this stark reality empowers you to break free from their toxic influence and reclaim autonomy over your life. As we conclude, maneuvering through relationships with narcissists proves immensely challenging, given their deeply rooted fears and unfulfilled needs steering their actions. While comprehending their motivations aids in handling interactions, it's crucial to acknowledge the slim likelihood of significant change in a narcissist. Genuine love and respect, often lacking in narcissistic relationships, are fundamental rights for everyone. Your interest in exploring the intricacies of narcissism is valued. If you found this discourse beneficial, please express your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your engagement enables us to continue disseminating valuable insights. Remember, knowledge empowers us to navigate relationships more effectively. Let's persist in this journey of comprehension and empathy together. Additionally, don't overlook the resources provided in the description, including a complimentary book and details on one-on-one consultations to further support you. Thank you for dedicating your time to growth. Wishing you health and well-being until our next exchange. Take care. Greetings, intrepid truth seekers. Join me as we embark on a captivating journey into the enigmatic realm of self-centeredness. Together, we'll delve deep into the intricate minds of these individuals, peeling away layers to uncover the raw emotions pulsating beneath their meticulously crafted facades. Before we embark on this thrilling expedition, I implore you to hit that subscribe button and become an integral part of our vibrant community. With courage and wisdom, we'll navigate through the labyrinthine complexities of self-absorption. It's commonly assumed that narcissists are impervious to the sting of abandonment, their resilience rendering their emotional struggles inconsequential. However, let's refrain from hasty judgments. While my perspective is undoubtedly influenced by personal encounters, it would be imprudent to assert that it represents the sole understanding of narcissism. The sudden jolt of your departure rattles the narcissist to their core, shattering their meticulously constructed facade and plunging them into a whirlwind of emotions. Let me make one thing clear. I'm not here to sway your opinion or advocate for giving the person who caused you pain another chance. Absolutely not. The enduring anguish inflicted by the narcissist led you to make the decision to break free. Rest assured, you needn't second-guess yourself simply because you're aware of the turmoil they're experiencing in your absence. Let's confront the reality head-on. The narcissist ensnared you in a whirlwind of agony, hurling you into an emotional abyss that left you battered and bruised, both physically and mentally. Enduring the searing pain of their actions, the erosion of trust, and the incessant violation of your relationship's sacred boundaries became unbearable. It required immense courage to extricate yourself from this toxic environment, prioritizing your well-being, freedom, and happiness over enduring further anguish. Welcome, fellow voyager. Prepare to embark on a journey of self-renewal and self-discovery. Through this odyssey, you'll reconnect with the essence of your being. Upon your departure, narcissists may initially feign indifference, a curious charade indeed. However, once they realize that you're severing all ties and communication, they're taken aback. It's akin to changing the lock code to safeguard your life, a necessary step to ensure your safety. As the narcissists grasp the reality of your departure, they find themselves engulfed in a tempest of mental turmoil, navigating through a labyrinth of anguish. Some initially dismiss it as just another mundane breakup, only to be blindsided when the harsh light of truth pierces their denial. They struggle to comprehend the gravity of the situation, grappling with disbelief and shock. Gradually, as the truth dawns upon them, a blame game ensues. Fueled by anger, they hurl accusations at you, alleging that you never truly loved or cared for them. With each passing moment, their ire intensifies, questioning how you could depart in such a manner. They align themselves with past adversaries, dredging up old wounds and grievances in their quest for vindication. Let me unveil a startling truth. Narcissists might swiftly embrace new relationships, but moving forward doesn't erase the sentiments they once harbored for you. You can't simply flick a switch and be done with it. Consider this. We've all transitioned from past relationships, yet echoes of affection for ex-partners often linger. Even amid new connections, pangs of yearning and melancholy may surface from time to time. That's precisely why some narcissists dive headfirst into new romances. They seek to bury the lingering emotions from the past. But it's evident that they haven't confronted or processed these deeply entrenched feelings. These emotions linger in their new relationships, whispering unresolved tales from yesteryears. Acknowledging that the actions of narcissists stem from profound anguish is challenging, especially when they swiftly move on from you or feign distress at your departure. Let me be clear, I'm not divulging this to manipulate you or induce guilt to return to a detrimental situation. Absolutely not. Please don't interpret this as a cue to act or make decisions. Dismiss any false beliefs or misconceptions. I'll reiterate. Resist the temptation to return, regardless of the allure. Never entertain such thoughts. Truth be told, narcissists undergo a tumultuous whirlwind of emotions when they come to terms with the fact that they've truly moved on, confusion, guilt, and ultimately seething anger. Their intense fury propels them towards cruel and violent actions. They persistently pursue you, bombarding you with texts, unexpected calls, and pleas for forgiveness. Their relentless intrusion into your personal space signifies a blatant disregard for boundaries, indicative of their entitled mindset. Concurrently, they initiate their contingency plan, covertly seeking alternative sources of validation in case you don't return. Driven by the fear of losing you indefinitely, they exhibit erratic and obsessive behavior while scouting for new relationships or potential replacements. It's crucial to grasp that narcissists evade shame and accountability by bending the truth to fit their narrative. They claim to have moved on since your departure, yet deep down, they still harbour hopes of your return. They spare no effort in reclaiming their grip on you, and obsession becomes one of their tactics. But as their attempts falter and they face repeated failures, they spiral into a state of uncontrollable rage. When narcissists reach such levels of anger, they pose a real danger, demanding utmost caution in your interactions with them. Hence, it's prudent to exercise discretion when breaking free and refrain from divulging your plans to everyone. The mere thought of forging new connections or envisioning a life without them can further destabilize them, heightening the risk. As soon as you demonstrate your independence, their meticulously crafted facade crumbles, leaving them bewildered and adrift. This unforeseen twist was never part of their grand scheme. When things go wrong, narcissists may quickly go from being shocked to being furious, and they'll often try to put the blame on you. It's dangerous to deal with them when they're so angry, even if some of what they say is true. You're in for a storm that will be much worse than you thought. Their anger knows no limits, and they may even break social rules. The sad truth is that narcissists can become depressed after you leave. Some people use deceptive methods, like saying things like, "I'm so depressed, I might as well end it all." If these kinds of statements happen to you, please don't carry this load alone. You can get help by calling a mental health crisis number or the police. Getting involved could make you their next target without meaning to. Getting professional help is important for your safety and well-being. Safety and health should come first above all else. Even though empathy and kindness are good traits, it's also important to make sure you have the strength and outside support you need to make a decision, which could mean asking for help from someone else. As narcissists deal with the fact that their carefully constructed mask is falling apart, they may become unstable and pose a threat. Even though their feelings are valid, safety must always come first for everyone concerned. To be honest, their words may sound like they are sincere. There is a catch, though. Earnestness alone doesn't always lead to lasting change. Instead, it shows how much they depend on you, how unwilling they are to make new friends, and how desperately they want to control you. Just because someone says something that seems sincere doesn't mean that they will change their behavior or become a better partner. Instead, it makes them more afraid of life without you and less willing to be alone. My dear friends, this is what it all comes down to. It is important to know that when you tell them you want to leave, they may lose control of their feelings and go through a mental storm. Yes, you heard that right. The act of calmness may fall apart completely. But it's very important to remember this. If their instability gets too bad, you need to move right away, even if that means calling your local police. Your health and safety are always the most important things. Also, if you have kids with this kind of person, be ready for the possibility that they will use your kids as pawns to control your feelings. We must always pay attention to this sad truth. Before I end, I beg you to support our work. Please give this video a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments part below if you found it helpful. Also, if you haven't already, you might want to subscribe to our channel for more helpful videos. Please feel free to share our movies with people who might find them useful. Your help makes it possible for us to reach and help more people. Thanks for what you did, and remember to put